Namaste and welcome back to Typical Monk. This is the last class of our genetics chapter. Today we meet what happens when genes go wrong, mutations and genetic disorders, and how we read a family's history, that is, a pedigree. And then, the full chapter drill, one idea at a time. Here is today's path. 5 stops. First, mutation and its types. Second, Mendelian disorders. Third, chromosomal disorders. Fourth, pedigree analysis. And fifth, the full chapter NEET drill. First, mutation, that is, a change in the DNA. A mutation is a sudden, heritable change in the DNA. A point mutation, where a single base changes, like sickle cell anemia, where GAG becomes GTG. A frame shift, where a base is inserted or deleted, and the whole reading frame shifts. These are caused by mutagens, physical, like UV and X-rays, and chemical. Now, the single gene disorders, Mendelian disorders. Look at this table. Hemophilia, X-linked recessive, the blood fails to clot. Color blindness, X-linked recessive, trouble telling red from green. Sickle cell anemia, autosomal recessive, a single point mutation, Hebes. Thalassemia and PQ, both autosomal recessive, less globin made, or a missing enzyme. Now the story of a single letter, sickle cell. Look at this picture. A single point mutation, at position 6 of the beta globin, glutamic acid is replaced by valine. The normal hemoglobin HeBa becomes the faulty HeBas. Under low oxygen, the round red cell bends into a sickle. One letter, a whole disease. Now, the disorders of extra or missing chromosomes. Look at this table. Down syndrome, trisomy 21, that is 47, an extra copy of chromosome 21. Turner syndrome, 45XO, a female missing 1X. Klinefelter syndrome, 47XXY, a male with an extra X. Now, reading a family, pedigree analysis. A pedigree is a family tree that traces a trait across generations. Now symbols, a square means male, a circle means female, a fill shape means affected. From the pattern you can tell whether a trait is dominant or recessive and autosomal or X-linked. Now, the high-yield pointers, the facts that NEET turns into questions. 1. Hemophilia and colorblindness, X-linked recessive. 2. Sickle cell, thalassemia, PQ, autosomal recessive. 3. Sickle cell means a point mutation. Glutamic acid to valine at position 6, HeBa to Hebes. 4. Downs means trisomy 21, Turner's means 45XO, Klinefelter's means 47XXY. 5. Thalassemia is quantitative. That is less globin. Sickle cell is qualitative. That is a wrong globin. Now the first drill, assertion and reason. Each time, ask, is it true? Is R true? And does R explain A? First, a sickle cell anemia is caused by a point mutation. R, glutamic acid, is replaced by valine in the beta globin chain. Both are true and R explains A, so the answer is A. Second, a hemophilia is an autosomal disorder. R, it is more common in males than females. Here A is false, but R is true, so the answer is D. Third, a Down syndrome is a chromosomal disorder. R, it is caused by an extra copy of chromosome 21. Both are true, and R explains A, so the answer is A. Now, the second drill, match the column. Make the correct pairing. Hemophilia, X-linked recessive. Sickle cell anemia, autosomal recessive. Turner syndrome, 45XO. And Down syndrome, trisomy 21. Now the third drill, how many of these statements are correct? Check them one by one. First, colorblindness is X-linked recessive. This is correct. Second, Klinefelter syndrome has the karyotype 45XO. This is wrong. Third, sickle cell anemia is autosomal recessive. This is correct. So the correct statements, 2, that is, the first and the third. Now let's clear the mistakes students fall for. Myth: hemophilia is autosomal. Truth: it is X-linked recessive, which is why it is commoner in males. Myth: Down syndrome is a Mendelian single gene disorder. Truth: it is chromosomal, an extra chromosome 21. That is a trisomy. Now test yourself. Answer each one before it is revealed. Answer first. That is how you build strong NEET recall. Question 1. The inheritance of hemophilia? Answer: X-linked recessive. Question 2. In sickle cell, which amino acid changes? Glutamic acid to valine. Question 3. The karyotype of Down syndrome, trisomy 21. Question 4. The karyotype of Turner syndrome, 45XO. Question 5. A square in a pedigree means male. Let's gather the whole chapter in one breath. Mendel, monohybrid 3:1, dihybrid 9:3 3:1, the laws of dominance, segregation, assortment. The exceptions: incomplete and codominance, multiple alleles, abo blood groups. Linkage and recombination, that is Morgan, sex determination, X6Y, X6Y, the CZY, the honeybee. Mutation, point and frame shift, sickle cell means glutamic acid to valine. Disorders: X-linked, that is hemophilia and colorblindness, chromosomal, that is Down, Turner, Klinefelter. The chapter is complete. Principles of inheritance and variation is now fully yours. You have finished the high-scoring chapter in NEET Biology. Be proud, one idea at a time, with a calm mind, and you will crack NEET. This is Typical Monk. Every class, always free,